this video is for you. If you feel like you've kind of lost yourself, like part of the old you is missing and you just wonder, where did it go? Why can't I feel like me again? Maybe you feel down or depressed or anxious, or maybe your joy in life is missing, or your passion. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe you go, I used to always be this and now I'm like this. This video is for you, and I'm going to tell you that the answer to being your old self again is not what you think. Many times we're taught that to go somewhere, to become something, we have to go on a journey. We have to go on this adventure. And you're going to have to study more, read more books, experiment more, change your diet. All of these things. But the answer is, in fact, the opposite. This is what I've learned with my Daoist Shifu, with all my mentors, is that we don't have to actually go anywhere. The journey is not to go. The journey is to come back. To come back to who we were born. We were all born as perfect, innocent, beautiful light. We're full of love. And everything you experience for the very first time. This sense of joy, this sense of wonder. That's what we're all born as. How do we get from there to feeling disconnected and lost? Well, it's life. Life can beat us down a little bit. It's heavy. You go through a breakup, you lose a loved one, you suffer from financial stress, you have an injury. There's all sorts of things that can happen. And then along the way, you're being molded. You're being molded by society, by teachers, by parents, by friends, by marketing. You're being molded by people with the best intentions. But they're trying to mold you into what they think you should be, as opposed to who you are, because only you know. So the journey isn't to go anywhere. The journey is to come back. And to come back, what we have to do is we have to let go. We have to let go. Think again of that sculptor. I love to use this example. The pure you, the true you, the one you were born at, is this beautiful statue. But it's been coated with layers and layers of rock. And so the sculptor, what they do is they chip away. And I think I think it was Michelangelo, and it may not have been, but he basically said that what he does is he just chips away at everything that is not the statue. You're feeling angry, you're feeling sad, you're feeling worried, you're feeling greedy, you're feeling jealous, you're feeling envy, you're feeling fear. Those things are not you. You are not fear. You're not anger. You're not worry. You're not envy. You're not jealousy. You're none of those. You are pure love. So what do? We have to just let go. And one of the best ways to let go is to forgive. To forgive yourself. And this is how you come back. This is how you find yourself again. You forgive yourself. You forgive yourself for getting off track. You forgive yourself for getting mad at that person or doing that thing to a friend when you were 13 years old. We all going to make mistakes. We're all going to screw up. As my Shifu would say, we're all going to fuck up sometime. And that's okay. We're just human. You have to forgive yourself. And things are going to happen to you, and people are going to do things to you. And you have to forgive them. And I'm not saying that, because there's some truly bad things that happen to people. And I'm not trying to downplay that or to take away the true pain and suffering you felt. But if you hold on to that anger, if you hold on to that thirst for revenge, that's so heavy, that's so dark. There's no way that you can ever feel like yourself again if you're feeling that way. So we have to forgive them. But forgive them for you, not for them. Forgive them. Maybe they were afraid. Maybe they didn't know what to do. Maybe they were worried. Maybe they were surprised. Who knows what the reason is that they did what they did to you? But the thing is, you have to let it go in the sense of forgiving them and just hoping that they can heal. Because most often what I found is when people do something kindness to people, it's because they're feeling broken And they feel like they can't heal. And so they just strike out at people. So if you can just forgive them, what that will do is that will lighten your spirit. And again, I'm not saying you forgive them because what they did is forgivable. You forgive them for you, so that you can finally cast that heaviness aside and that you can move forward. You see, it's all of these things. It's all of these things over time that create this disconnection from yourself, and why you feel lost, and why you wish for the days when you laughed more. If you could release your anger, wouldn't that feel lighter? Wouldn't that feel easier? You know, I talk a lot about letting go. With my clients in the energy clinic, with my coaching people, I talk a lot about letting go on YouTube. And you know why? Because that's what my Shifu drilled into me. He could see right through me. He could see the things I was trying to resist, the things I was trying to hide. And he said, you have to let it go, Tony. You have to let it go. And I resisted. I say, no, Shifu, I've already done all this self-healing work. Because when I met him, I'd already been on my healing journey for, 20 years at least? I thought I'm already healed. But he could see right through me, and he said, no, you got more work to do. And finally I said, okay, Shifu. And I finally let go, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried, because it was this huge relief. And all of a sudden, I felt more like me. So listen, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling lost, if you feel like you just miss the old you hasn't gone anywhere, and there's nowhere you have to go to find it. It's in here. You just have to let go of all the things that you're not. So that's homework for you if you wish. Think about, journal. What are the things you're holding on to that are not you? And then find ways to let them go. It's a process, but I promise you, you don't need drugs to do this. You don't need to go to counseling for 50 years to do this. And there's nothing wrong with drugs or counseling. But what I'm saying is that this power of self-healing is totally within you. And sometimes we just need a little guidance. We just need someone to shine a mirror back at us about how wonderful we actually are. How beautiful we actually are. Just, you are so beautiful and so full of light if you will just allow yourself to see it. Now listen, I've started a little community. It's called the Alive Again Collective. And I'll put the link in the bottom. But I share lots of stuff like this, self-healing tips. And if you connected with this at all, come and check it out. And I'd love to get to know you better. Sending you love and light.